Hey guys, what's up? It is dehBoy back again for another video. This time I'm gonna do a revamped GoWiWi video because I think it's important for people to learn the basics of troop movement in Clan Wars, and I think this attack that I did on number 6 is of Clan Royals is a really good example of how you can use troop movement to your advantage and troop logic to your advantage to really get the most out of a GoWiWi attack. Even if you're going after 2 stars and you don't have any back end loons, you can really do some damage with just simple logic stuff. So the idea here is on this attack, all I was going for was a safe 2-star attack with possibilities of 3 stars if I got the loon drop in the end. And I ended up rushing one of my loon drops, but it's all good. So if we're coming in here, you'll notice that this section right here on the outside, and then there's one section on the inside that's a little bit compartmentalized. But this whole thing is connected. This is all connected as a connected being. It's open, so you can expect troops to kind of run around in there. So if you're doing an attack, you want to make sure that you deliberately get your golems or your units to continue the way you want instead of just running in a circle, where your DPS is destroying other buildings while your golems are running ahead and getting destroyed. So the one thing I noticed on this one is the gap between these 2 defenses and these 2 defenses, and likewise here and here. And this is probably even to the cannon. The cannon right here might be even closer as far as targets go. So what does this tell me? That tells me if I can get my golem to come right here and sit here while it's destroying that wizard tower, and likewise right here, I can predict where the movement to my golem is going to go. So if my golem comes in here and sits here, coming between these 2 buildings to sit right here on this wizard tower, and again right between these 2 buildings to sit right here on this wizard tower, once the wizard tower is destroyed, this golem is going to, either walk here to here or walk here to here, because this is a longer walk. And likewise, same thing here, here or here, because this is a longer walk. So with that in mind, I can drop, I want my golems to come this way, because I can funnel my attack with a couple wizards here and start funneling towards the middle. And likewise here. So when I say funnel, I mean, destroy these garbage buildings, so when I drop DPS here, the DPS isn't going to run to a garbage building outside here. It's just going to keep going right towards the center, right towards the stuff that I want to get to. And I can jump right here to get into this next section and just continue to go right through with my GoWiWi. So that's the idea here is, understanding the troop logic, in this case golems, where the golem's going to go, and doing the correct deploy order in order to get the maximum out of your troops. So you're going to see me drop a hog for a pull. I want my archer queen to come in this way, because I don't want her to get caught up on any other garbage buildings. So this is the path I want my archer queen to take. So I'm pretty much sacrificing my initial golem to the dragon and 2 loons, because I didn't do a very good job of clearing it. I could have preserved a little bit more of that golem's health, but of course I failed on that. But it still ended up okay, because I'm taking 3 golems here again, because I'm trying to just do a safe attack, where normally I would just take 2 golems and I would have to risk a little bit more to make sure I got that down without losing too much, get their Susi down without losing too much. So, so you're going to see me drag with 2 archers to get their units here, and then I'm going to drop my golem. And the reason I'm dropping my golem is because I want my golem to sit right here, and it'll tank damage from this. And then I can drop my other golem right here and right here. And the reason I'm dropping them there is so that the archer towers wizard towers splash damage doesn't take out my wall breakers, which I want to pop here. Remember, I want my golems to come sit right here. So I'm deliberately moving them a little bit farther down or farther up so I can drop my wall breakers and have them move into position. And then they'll start funneling inside. And I dropped this one because this range right here I think was too far for that archer tower. And likewise, I think this one was too far. So I figured if I could drop 1 golem to distract the 2 archer towers, my wall breakers will come in unimpeded, or they'll just run right in. So, of course. So I'll reload that attack. Yep. So let's go ahead and take a look at that attack now. So I got my hog to pull. And there's already some scouting on this base, so I know where the hidden Teslas are, I know where the double bomb spots are, I know where, it was in the CC. So we drag. And then we're going to drag with another archer. And then I'm going to drop that 1 golem. And then I'm going to drop my archer queen to start taking care of the clan castle. And a couple wizards for the added DPS. Then you'll notice, the drop here didn't work as well. This one dropped a little bit better. And then, so you'll notice here, what my drop order is it's golems, then wizards, then wall breakers. And that should be always the drop order for any kind of GoWiWi attack. It should be golems first. Use your wizards to help start taking those garbage buildings while the golems are tanking just a little bit of damage. And then we drop our wall breakers down. So now that the initial waves are down, we're going to drop our wall breakers, and now, these wall breakers ran up a little bit, but notice where my golem positioning is. The golem position is indeed right here. Again, the golem positioning is a little bit up here, but still, this length right here is farther than this length right here, which will be really helpful. So at this point, it's okay if I'm losing some of the extra wizards. It's a little unfortunate, but I've got extra wizards. I've got my 2 witches. I also broke open this section because this is where I want to drop everything, because I want everything to go towards that middle. So you're going to see me drop my witches, my extra wizards there. I dropped my Barb King when this was open. And sure enough, this one's coming towards the middle. This one's coming to the middle. I'm going to use my first heal spell. Missed the heal a little bit. Could have gotten it a little bit up to help out that one. Got that jump spell down because now I want everything to funnel towards that middle. And by everything, I mean definitely the Barb King. We're going to rage it. And then we're going to drop that other heal down right in the middle where all the DPS is. Keeping a track of my King health so I can pop him when I need to. Just popped him. And here's where I jumped the gun a little bit early on the loons. I should have waited until the side's anti-air tower was down. So this side was good, but this anti-air tower ends up getting a lot more than I wanted. But really, I mean, the reason this attack was successful in getting the 2-star, which was really the only thing I wanted out of this, for sure. I had those back-end loons to say, you know what, if I get the 3-star, that's great, but I really wanted to get that 2-star. I'm being very patient on my queen's ability, and I hit her when I need to. So after I pop her, then there's two defenses left. She's going to pop open, or pop over the wall and destroy all these things. And fortunately there was a trap there, but my golem's going to do the damage on his own. He says, I don't need no help. And now we're just going to clean up. So the reason this attack works so well is because I thought about and I planned out beforehand where my troops are going to go, what are my golems gonna do? What if I drop my golems in specific spots? Do they tank do they tank some of the different buildings so that I can drop my wizards and they can get through that first layer without dying? You know, I'm not just throwing away a wizard so he can get one shot and then die. I'm making sure that my tanks are supporting my DPS by, you know, soaking up the damage while the wizard DPS from behind does its job. And then, you know, just planning out how that funnel is going to be created in the base. You know, where are all my troops going to funnel to? You know, and this time it was towards that middle where I was able to jump in, and just, you know, doing some of the small things like opening up this section right here so that my DPS was able to walk right through the middle instead of, you know, dropping it here and then it finding this archer or finding this worker hut over here and then everything running towards the worker hut because it's somehow closer than, you know, something in the middle. So, you know, just playing it safe, you know, finding the right spots to attack, finding the true pathing that's going to work most efficiently, and that's really the success, or that's what really leads to the success of the GoWiWi attack, and it usually is a 2-star strategy, and this one got a 3-star because it was a little bit easier of a base, and I did bring some extra DPS from behind while things were distracted. Yeah, so hopefully you learned something here, and hopefully that's something you can take back on your attacks, is thinking about a base. You know, where's its weakness? How can I get to the clan castle? How are my golems going to run? You know, I spread my golems really wide. That's really wide on a GoWiWi attack, but I knew because the way the base was designed that I could spread them wide and that they'd come back together and move together. Usually if you spread them really wide, you'll get one that just continues to hit a wall and doesn't do anything, while one is in the base getting destroyed. You know, it doesn't have its friend for help, and that type of stuff. So hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions, you can always ask. I'm here to help. Until then, have a good one.